Dolphins fans, welcome into Dolphins Today. I am Will Scott. It's been a crazy week, but we're still going to fit in a mailbag for you guys. Y'all had some questions for me on my on our community page, and we're going to answer some of your questions on today's show. But first, if you have not followed me on Instagram, please do that now because I'm almost at 1,000 Instagram followers, trying to get there by the end of the weekend. So go down. You see that link right there at Willie Fins? Go follow me on Instagram for a chance to shout out on a future show at Willie Fins. Almost to 1,000 Instagram followers, posting a lot more Dolphins content over there as of late. Batman, one of our loyal subscribers, we appreciate you. He says, we did well with UDFAs last season. Do you see us trying this again? Well, Batman, that's a really good point. So last year the Dolphins just had 5 draft picks, and they ended up signing more UDFAs because of that. This year, they have 4 draft picks. So I expect them to pursue high-quality UDFAs, pour some money into that pool. Kader Kohu made an all-rookie team, and he was a UDFA, probably going to be your starting nickel back last year. This next year, last year, he was kind of CB2, especially after Nick Needham went down. So I really like Kader, and I think with the lack of draft picks the Dolphins have, you are going to see a situation where they're going to end up bringing in more undrafted free agents. That's a great question, Batman. Ezra Hicks says, what are your expectations going in to this season? What are your expectations on Tua? Ezra, I believe the Dolphins are a Super Bowl contender, and when you say Miami, you know the rest. I think what they've done here this offseason has been good. I still think they need to figure out the offensive line, but you look at Vic Fangio, bringing him in, one of the best defensive minds of this era. He's going to fix the defense. You traded for Jalen Ramsey. What the Dolphins have done, they've gotten better. So my expectations are very high for this Miami team. I think they should win a playoff game next year at the very least. What are your expectations for Tua? I think he's going to have a Pro Bowl season next year. I really do. He's just got to stay healthy. Fix that offensive line, please. Subscribe to the channel because we bring you the best Dolphins content on YouTube. And the great thing about it, it's all free. Free videos. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button below. And we're trying to get to 41,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Jay Rivera. Oh, this is interesting. If Georgia's Jalen Carter is available at the 51st pick, do you pick him? So Jalen Carter's stock has been plummeting. He was a potential number 1 overall pick not too long ago, but then it comes out that he was involved in the crash that killed a teammate and a Georgia staffer. He was charged with reckless driving and speeding. So that affected his stock, and then his pro day, it was not good. It did not look good. He added 9 pounds since the combine. Adding 9 pounds in 2 weeks is a little bit alarming when you're trying to become a high top draft pick. So his stock is falling. He's not going to fall out of the first round. I'd be shocked. I think he might fall middle of first round, but I don't think he's going to fall much further than that. But let's say he falls to late first round. Maybe the Dolphins trade up for him. I would not do that, though. How far will Jalen Carter fall? Let me know down in the comment section. I'd say middle of first round. He's still a great player, but obviously there's some red flags there. Fins up saying, when will they release Jalen Ramsey's jersey number? We're still waiting. We do not know what the jersey number is going to be. We saw him have his press conference on Thursday. We saw him courtside at the Miami Heat game with X on Wednesday. So he's in Miami, but we still do not know the jersey number for Jalen Ramsey. They, of course, traded for him on Sunday. I've said it once, I'll say it again. You absolutely fleeced the Los Angeles Rams. You gave up a 3rd-round pick. You gave up your 4th-string tight end in Hunter Long for Jalen Ramsey. So I'm really excited about Jalen Ramsey. I think all of us are pretty excited about that trade. And you have Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard, is your top 2 corners. So I'm really excited about that. I'm sure a lot of y'all are going to want Jalen Ramsey jerseys once his jersey number gets released. We still do not know, though, what his jersey number is going to be. But you can pre-order his jersey at chatsports.com/Ramsey. So it's not the number 0. No, we're going to know once the number gets released and they start selling the jerseys, then we're going to be good. But chatsports.com/Ramsey. So Don't freak out. You're not going to have the wrong number jersey show up at your doorstep. Pre-order your Jalen Ramsey jersey right now. It's going to be the right number whenever that gets announced at chatsports.com/Ramsey. That link is in the comments and the description. Willie the Big G, what's up, man? Thoughts on if we should draft a lineman first, tight end first, or running back first? As the tornado sirens are going off here in Dallas, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Back to Willie's question. It depends on what they do in free agency. At the time of recording this, I haven't been happy with the offensive line move, so it depends who's on the board. If Darnell Washington is on the board, I think you should take Darnell Washington. If Sean Tucker's on the board or Devin Achane, then maybe go with them. But if Darnell's off the board and a good offensive lineman like Cody Mock is on the board, then take them. It depends who's on the board there. Willie the Big G, we appreciate your question. As we get into our next question here from diehard Fins fan, when does Miami start fixing the offensive line? That's a great question. So at the time we're filming this, Thursday night, I have not been happy with the moves they made on the offensive line. They re-signed Jerron Christensen. He's going to have a chance, or Christian, he's going to have a chance to compete for a backup tackle spot. They signed that Jets guard, who's probably going to be a backup guard. I just don't understand why you don't pay Caleb McGarry. He got $11 million from the Falcons. You could have paid him more than that. You could have afforded him. You could have afforded Orlando Brown Jr. Isaiah Wynn is a name to watch. If they sign Isaiah Wynn, sign Dalton Reisner to be left guard, I'll be very happy. But you have got to start fixing the offensive line. They've done everything in free agency except address the offensive line, or seriously address the offensive line. Carter Reimer asking about Jarvis Landry bringing the Dolphins legend back. I don't think that's going to happen. I hope he still plays next year. I hope he finds a home. He's still looking for a home right now. But a return to Miami is rather unlikely here. For Jarvis Landry, they signed Braxton Berrios. He'll be the third or fourth wide receiver with Cedric Wilson. He might bring back Trent Sherfield, but I do not think Jarvis Landry is a realistic option. Do you want to sign Jarvis Landry? Type S for sign or type P for pass down in the comment section. Go down and let me know. I would say pass. Obviously wish Jarvis all the best. Would love nothing more than for him to sign a one-day contract like Mike Pouncey did and retire a Dolphin. Obviously, he was so good for the Dolphins, the start of his career. He still is looking for a home. But be sure to subscribe to the channel. When the Dolphins make moves, you know what we do. We get you guys vids. Go and subscribe to the channel.